how do you get delegate? How do you with R.I.S.E and like how many people work with you with R.I.S.E?
We've got about seven people on the team right now.
Okay, and you traveling and doing your thing, you can't always be there. You know what I mean? So like I see for myself trying to run my business, the couple of businesses that I have, it's just me really. I only delegate myself, but for you have people. So how do you delegate? You know, do you delegate based off intuition or based off of people's strengths and weaknesses?
I think it's a little bit of both, but more intuition than anything.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you delegate off of people's strengths and weaknesses, the moment that person leaves, the role is reliant on their strengths and weaknesses, but the role is bigger than people's strengths and weaknesses.
Mm-hmm.
So it's more intuitive than anything. But I think even in addition to that, it's when you delegate, you got to know what your expectations are. You know, sometimes if you can't tell, like for example, you know, my dad used to tell me to do stuff, but he never told me what his expectation was. So you can't tell somebody to do something if you don't tell them what you're expecting out of it. So that's one of the biggest things. But also working with people's leadership and helping other people become leaders, right? But the biggest thing out of everything is, I think, you know, knock on wood, like tomorrow anything can happen to us, but I think it's a matter of how do you create something that can live on beyond you, you know? So what I've done is the Mondays can run without me, the Thursdays can run without me. I don't have to be there.
Yeah.
And that's what it is. It's just empowering people to be able to step up, but creating a structure, a system that works, that, you know, like I don't have to be there for it to run. So I think those are really important things to being able to, you know, work with a team so people get to find the leadership. Sick.
Yeah, you know, I see that. I see how you're doing your thing, and the team, they seem pretty happy and
cool people.
Yeah, you know, and I think that's based off of even just R.I.S.E, the environment of R.I.S.E. You know what I mean? The way you curated that environment was beautiful. You know, so like I'm there sometimes vending, you know, for 5 principles, which we're gonna touch on because he's gonna be there this coming. You know, I wear another hat. If some of you guys don't know, I'm a chef. I'm a vegan chef, and I run a meal prep service, catering service. And he's actually a client as well too. But we work together, and you know, I appreciate him. You know, I read some of the poems, and I thought to myself, you know, I was getting people to come out to finding ways to get people to come out to my brunches that I have, because I have a monthly brunch. We're gonna have a last one for the season on the 27th of this month. So October 27th, Sunday, 11 to 2, you know, Kennedy and Elsman Fusion. We're going to be having all you can eat brunch, and Randell's going to be reciting some of the poems from his book. Maybe some of the new ones. I don't know. You got other books coming, I'm pretty sure, right?
Yeah, I got other poems I'm working on.
Let's see. Best believe the man's going to have a few books by the time it's all done. You know what I mean?
For sure.
You were part of the Nuit Blanche. Tell them about that. How did you get involved in that?
So yeah, Nuit Blanche is an all-night arts extravaganza. Goes from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. It's a bunch of installations that happen. Last year and this year they brought it to Scarborough. And basically because there's not a lot of arts that's going on here in Scarborough, we were able to get involved. We applied with a project that we had. And so last year we did this really big concert in the back of Scarborough Civic Center.
Yeah, I saw that.
It was incredible.
You
know,
dope.
probably one of my favorite events we've done, to be honest with you.
That was dope.
Doing it in Scarborough too, right?
Yeah.
So that was fun. This year we more so did like a shadow program with them. So more learning about like the ins and outs of how they do programming and planning, and then just kind of getting structure, getting some things down pat.
And I see some of the artists that work with you at R.I.S.E were able to exhibit some of their things too.
Yeah.
They had something with y'all too, made in.
Yeah, Scarborough Made.
Yeah,
so I was in that as well. Scarborough Made. People just really celebrated Scarborough.
Who else was in that? Like, just to let you know, like, and there was up there with the names. Who else was there on that wall there?
I mean, there was Rooks. There was Dwayne Morgan.
Shout out to Rooks.
There's a bunch of different people. I can't remember off top, but a bunch of different people around there.
Yeah. Was Maestro there? No.
Yeah, Maestro was a part of it as well.
Bishop, I think.
I'm not sure about Bishop.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Well, I seen him post, like, same, those two the pictures.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. I don't know, maybe he was somewhere else with that one.
Yeah.
But yeah, I attended last year, and this year it was dope. You know, I liked it.
It's a good time.
And I was surprised to see the involvement of R.I.S.E. and I was happy. You know what I mean? I was happy, surprised to like, yo, got the band out here too doing their thing.
Straight.
You know?
A lot of people doing their thing.
I loved it. I appreciate that. And which brings me to one of my final questions, and before we start talking about the event, is how do you garner support? Because, you know, as like you said, he just came back from Atlanta, and one of the reasons what he was talking about in Atlanta that he felt that was different. Do you tell them? What was it that made Atlanta so inviting to you?
Well, there's like a southern hospitality over there. People are really open to help and support you, and everybody's doing something out there. Everyone's doing something really dope. So, you know, people want to work with you. They want to get to know what you're doing. So it's not this like crab in the bucket mentality that I experience, but more so people are curious to know what you're doing and how they can get involved. So
when you say crab in the bucket, so I've worked with other people too who had their little nonprofit organization and, you know, ran for a while and then whatever happened. And then the mission statement gets jaded. And I feel like the thing with R.I.S.E is it says it in the title, like, yo, we're not compromising who we are for nothing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I feel like over time, a lot of the people that get into the nonprofit thing, especially from the quote-unquote black community, because the purse for that is small, the grant for that is small for to get. So that's why the crab in the bucket mentality is crazy.
Yeah, man.
But you know, and so you know, somebody was saying like, well, why don't you just open one big hub?
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Call it this. Let's all work together and get to say, yo, give us the fiat, the grant. We're gonna do this all together instead of trying to cut each other's. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
backstab, all kind of stuff. You know what I mean?
It's crazy, yeah.
So, like, what was your experience been like in dealing with that in Toronto? You know, trying to get R.I.S.E up. Like, what was the biggest difficulty in trying to get R.I.S.E going?
I mean, I'd probably say the difficulty was me, like changing me as a person. You know, I had to become more business minded. I had to be more professional in the things that I do. Before I started R.I.S.E, I didn't really know about a lot of things. So just changing me, being open to learning, connecting with different mentors, connecting with people, and just being open to change, man. Because if you want to do something big, you have to do something you've never done before, you know? So it'd probably be me. I think because I was authentic, people, you know, naturally attracted themselves to me. My team, good people as well. So I don't think we've ever really had an issue with getting support, because the main reason why is we're doing something that the community needs and they want. I didn't start it because I thought it was good for me. I started it because I knew that people needed it. And because you know that people needed it, people will come out because you're thinking about them. It's not for them, it's with them. You know what I'm saying? And so that's why we've been able to get all the support that we had. So, you know, there's still people who, you know, not everyone's going to like you. Not everyone's going to like what you do, or not everyone's going to mess with what you do. But it's not for them, and that's okay. Like, I think for me, it's just what you do is not for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, probably the biggest artist in Drake, the biggest artist in the world right now, hip-hop artist in the world right now, but not everyone messes with him. You know what I'm saying? And it's understanding that not everyone's going to mess with what you do, but for those who do, it's better to focus your energy with the people that do mess with you.
And that's what I had to learn, too.
Yeah, man.
That's what I had to learn, because even now, you know, it still irks me. There's people that's supposed to be supposedly close to me.
Yeah.
I be having events and they ain't showing up. And
yeah.
like,
well, that's what happened to me, too.
I'm like, yo, like...
Yeah, man.
Like, it's not even about you paying the money. You just come out. Even if you say, yo, I don't have no money.
Yeah, but
I'll be like, yo, come through, yo.
Yeah, it's not about the money.
Like, just
bigger
come
than
through.
the money. Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I
Come through, support it in a way where I'm going to my homie shit.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers be quick to support random people.
Yeah.
Stars they don't know.
Yeah.
Retweet bullshit.
Yeah.
Where you, the dude right beside you.
Yeah.
And that's why Atlanta, and even like just over there, it's more corporate minded anyways over there. You know what I mean? We're kind of, you know, behind in things here, you know, as far as you're just getting up, handling our business. That's what it is. And sometimes even that could irk people here because you're on top of your business. then they think it's kind of abrasive, but you're like, I'm up. I'm at 7 in the morning. I'm up. I'm ready to go. Yeah,
straight, yeah, man.
If you're not ready, I'm gonna say something.
Yeah,
like,
straight up.
Fam, you're not ready? Like,
Yeah.
well, go on. You know what I mean?
It's real. It's real.
So yeah, fam.
Yeah, man.
So yeah, we talked about the event coming up. I appreciate you signing on to it. It's, like I said, it's going to be our last brunch of the season 5 Principles Cuisines. Look us up on Instagram. You know, like I said, I wear